Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the functional currency, presentation currency and the foreign currency. And these three we will be doing this comes in importance when we are going to do IND AS 21, which is the effects of changes in the foreign exchange rate. So we are not going to do here IND AS 21. We are going to do the three currencies. अच्छे से समझेंगे. So कि वो हमारे लिए हम जब इन AS 21 करेंगे we can understand concepts more clearly. So the first thing we are there, the presentation currency. What is a presentation currency? Presentation currency is the currency in which the financial records have to be presented. For India, the financial records have to maintain in Indian rupees. So the presentation currency here is the rupees, right? And then the next we are going to do is the functional currency. Functional currency is the currency of the primary economic environment, right? So functional currency is the currency of primary economic environment. That is the geographical location, the main geographical location of where the business is being carried out. Okay? The primary economic environment is the geographical location where the business operates normally and all it conducts its operations, its sales and purchase, everything. ठीक है. अभी हम जब functional currency करेंगे, functional currency indicate करने के लिए 2 points are there. First, primary indicators and the secondary indicators. For the revenue purpose, the two indicators first देखते हैं कि where the sales of goods and services are done, products are bought and sold. So वो जो denominations हो रहे हैं, that is the selling of goods and services done. So that is the primary indicator first, and second is the factors, the market competitive forces and the regulations जिस currency में operate हो रहा है उस entity का, ठीक है, and that is determining its currency. So that is also a primary indicator for revenue purpose. And जब हम बात करें cost, so inputs जैसे कि material, labor, all these costs, goods are bought in for input of our business, the entity, ठीक है. So that is a cost factor included. That is also the indicator of the, so we can say in common the revenue and the expenses in the primary indicators of the functional currency where the business is being operated. Okay. Now secondary indicators जैसे कि when we are going to take some loans and equity equipment, तो instruments, equity instruments and loans जब हम ले रहे हैं तो debt instruments जो हो रहा है, that operations is done in that currency. That is one number of secondary indications and indicators. And then another is the retained earnings. हम जो maintain करेंगे हमारा retained earnings of the business, right? तो entity के जो business entity ये retained earnings हम maintain कर जिस currency में, that is also one of the secondary indicators. So we can say that the primary indicators, management should take place importance to the primary indicators and to add up its value, or you can say additional value will be by the secondary indicators. So जो भी currency में हमारे sales of goods and services हो रहे हैं, the regulated forces and the regulations and the market forces are working, and the inputs, material, labor cost, all the costs are incurred in the business. And we can also take along with the secondary indicators, that is the loans and equity instruments are issued, all this, and retained earnings of the entities operations are maintained. So operations of the entities taking place in that is in the prior functional currency of that business or of the entity. अभी कभी होता है कि there is a clash. In that case, the management had to take a decision to which has to make the priority basis. Okay. Now we can speak about the function. अभी क्या है foreign currency. Foreign currency is any currency which is not of the functional currency. ठीक है. Simple इसका definition is a foreign currency is the currency which is not the functional currency. अभी हम एक example से समझते हैं ये distinction क्या. For example, a company is operating in India, right, and underground से, but majority of its sales, regulatory force of sales are determined by the competition is the US. ठीक है. तो US डॉलर डिफाइन कर रहा है उसका रेगुलेटरी फोर्सेस, मार्केट फोर्सेस, ठीक है, एज वेल विद द सेल्स ऑफ द गुड्स and service inputs of also are mainly in the US dollar, right? But the company is maintained in India. It is working in India. तो अभी इंडिया में वो ऑपरेट तो कर रहा है, लेकिन इट्स 50% of its sales and 90% of its inputs as well as everything, the whole sale, whole of the जो उसका global sale है उसका 90% is coming from US dollar. Okay, so US dollar here is the functional currency for that entity, and Indian rupees will be here the foreign currency, though it is operating in India, but its geographical location is in India, but it is a foreign currency for that, because the entity is operating in its sales, purchases, everything is being conducted in US dollars as well. It is all it is also its inputs, material, labor, everything is US dollar as well. Its sale as accounting for the whole global sale, it is 90% of the US dollar. So it is the foreign functional currency for that entity. Okay, thank you.